All right, good morning, everyone. Third time's a charm. Let's see if we got sound this time. I've reset everything, and we should have sound. I'm not quite sure why. I'm doing everything the same I normally do. The only difference is I'm at the store rather than at home. So, if you are tuning in and you are watching and you can hear me, please let me know so that I can continue on. If not, I got to figure this out. Technology is not being my friend today. So let me know if you can hear me. Um, yes? Okay. The girls are saying yes. All right. Hooray. I don't know what happened there. So I just reset it. So now we're just going to go back. To the very beginning. All right. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to Fun Friday with some technology problems this morning, but looks like we've got it. We've got it now. All right. So today we're going to take it back to basics to wax seals. We've had a few people over the last few weeks inquire about wax seals. So I just thought I would do a quick demo, bring it back to basics with wax seals, go through the process, and then anyone that will be coming to the store in the next 2 weeks, starting next week, we will be having this at the demo bar. All right, so you can actually try and do a wax seal because doing it is just awesome. It really is. It's so relaxing. I love making wax seals. And I love using them on all different cards, journals, layouts. It's just a really fun embellishment. All right. Now, wax seals is not something new. It's new to our industry. It's been around for maybe about 4 years, like in the scrapbooking, card making world. But honestly, wax seals have been around for a very, very long time. They just make great embellishments for our paper arts. So I'm just going to bring it back to basics because I had no sound on my last video. So I'm just going to go through everything again. All right, to get started, you are going to need a furnace. All right, so this is a furnace. It looks like a little puck. It's got some openings in here. That is for venting for the candle. It's got a brass lid on there. That's just going to help distribute the heat evenly. And so that's the furnace. That's key. And then you're going to need a candle. And I was saying that the candles you buy for this, go cheap. All right. Go get them at the dollar store. Go get them at Walmart. Go get them at IKEA. You want the low profile ones, which are usually the regular ones. Don't go for the long lasting ones or the high profile ones because then your flame sits too high. All right. So get the cheap tea lights. All right. So you're going to need that. You're also going to need a warming spoon or a melting spoon. So this one here, you can see I have wax in there, but I will remelt that. It is brass and it's got a wooden handle. It's also got a little spout on there. And some of the spoons these days have spouts on both sides for left-handers and right-handers. All right. So we got that. You're also going to need some kind of silicone mat. Now, if you get a starter set, normally all of this will be in there together. The one that I'm using here is from Honeybee. This one is sold separately. It's got little wells in here that you can make perfectly round wax seals if you are a perfectionist. You can also use this to sort out your waxes and such, but then it's got the little silicone mat here you can pour your wax and do your seals with. Okay, so that's what's going to get you started. Obviously you're going to need a wax seal stamp. The wax seal stamps have a brass head on there, and you can get them. I mean, Spellbinders has a nice variety of them. Honeybee stamps also have a nice variety of them, and then you can get them elsewhere. But will have a nice wooden handle, and then the stamp itself will be a heavy brass. All right, so I'm going to be using this one, the Fern one, which is really, really pretty. And you'll notice that this is an oval one. All right, they come in all different shapes. All right, so I will be using round and oval today. There's even rectangle and square ones, but I'm going to show you round and oval. All right, so I'm going to start with the oval one, and I'm going to get my candle lit here. All right, so let's go now. All right, so we've got that. And then I'm just going to put my furnace over there and then let that get warmed up. I'm going to put my spoon on there. And I'm just going to let us do its thing. All right. Now the wax that I have here, because we're having some technical difficulties, I had my wax pellets in there. So let's talk wax pellets before I go any further. So normally when you get wax pellets, they are going to be kind of in this type of shape. All right, so little circular wax pellets. And to get started, you basically need to put 4 pellets in the spoon. All right. If you're doing multiples with the same color, eventually you only need to add 3 per wax seal. But to start off, you want to start off with 4. All right. Now, I know someone was asking about the containers that I was using for my storage. These are just come from the dollar store, people. Really, they are. Um, that's all they are from. All right. So I'm just going to let this kind of, that's still solid, melt. The other handy thing to have is something to stir your wax. And I had something here, but I do not know where it went. Oh, there it is. All right. I have a craft pick here, but somehow it got a little bent. All right. I don't know if you can see that. So this is what I use to stir the wax. So you can see that is a liquefied. It's lovely. Just going to give it a few more seconds just to really liquefy. All right. Okay. So once it's liquefied, then we're going to pour. All right. So this is where you want the silicone mat. I think we're good. When you start getting little air bubbles in there, that's when you need to pour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour. Now we are using an oval. So when I do the oval, I kind of pour in an oval shape as best I can. All right. So there we go. I poured. I'm going to put my spoon back on the furnace. Then I'm going to take my stamp and then I'm just going to place it in and leave it. All right. When you place it in, just let it do its thing. Don't readjust it or anything because you're not going to get a clear image. And you want to leave this for at least 20 to 30 seconds. You want that liquefied wax to cool down. All right. So give it some time. Now, people always say, well, what do you do with the excess wax that's in here? All right. Well, I make pearls. All right. So I just put that back on there to get it liquefied. And then I make little pearls. So I just drop wax in little circular. I know the spoon is in the way. I never waste, never waste. And this way I have pearls the same color as my wax seal, and it makes it a really great embellishment. All right. So I look at how many pearls I got from there, and I've used almost all my wax, which is awesome. All right. So I forgot to get some paper towels here. Do, do, do. I'm going to clean this off. Now, when you clean your spoon, I would recommend a paper towel. I'm using a piece of paper, but that brass is going to be super hot, so you want to be very, very careful. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of soot build up on there, but that will wash off. All right, unless you've left your spoon on the furnace like way too long, it may become permanent. But if you clean your wax spoon after every use, you will be fine. All right, so now that's clean. I'm going to put this in there, and I'm going to grab another color and get it started to let's use this pale pink. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do a circular one this time. So this is going to start melting. This has been sitting there long enough now, so I can pull this off. All right, and I'll lift this up closer to the camera. All right, that's going to pop right off, and look how pretty that is. All right, so, so pretty. All right, so that's my little fern, and then these are my little pearls. All right, so I've just made my own little flat back pearls with the excess wax, and then whatever I use my little fern on, I will have now a little accent pearls to go with it, and it's all matchy match. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to switch out my fern now to something different. So let me just grab all my wax stamps here. I'm just going to unscrew this, and let's do this seashell. I got a lovely little seashell. All right, so this is a round one we're going to do. There's a seashell. All right, my wax is melting lovely. So some of the waxes you get, and we carry the Spellbinders brand of wax. Some of them are opaque, some of them are pearlescent. And you know, you can mix and match as well, which will be my next. I'm going to show you how to mix waxes. Um, so let me just get this one. It's almost ready to pour. Now, if a wax seal does not work, all right, the cool thing is that you just put it into your warming spoon and remelt it and then pour it again. All right, so which is awesome. All right, so that one is ready to go. All right, so I'm going to take my spoon, and this one here, because it's a circular, I'm going to pour it just in a kind of a circular pour, and take my wax stamp, place it in the center, and just drop and let it do its thing. All right. So again, you want to wait for about 20 to 30 seconds for that to set. The excess wax, we can go ahead and make pearls. See if I can get one more. Da-da. Sometimes it cools too much and then I can't get that. I did get that last one. All right. I'm going to clean my spoon and we'll do now another one, but I'm going to show you how to mix some wax. Okay, so I'm going to use the same one. I'm going to use the seashell one, but I want to show you how you can mix and match. All right. So let's do. I'm going to do. What am I going to do? I'm going to do. Ooh, I think I know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do one pink. I'm going to do one pastel blue, and then I'm going to put a couple of the pearl white in. All right. So again, I'm just going to let that melt. All right. So now we're doing three colors. We're getting crazy here. All right. So I'm going to pull this one off. This is ready. And so this one here, to me, I'm not happy with this one because I did not get that full lip around. So what I would do is I would just do this and put it back in my melting spoon and remelt it and do a repour. All right. So if it doesn't work out, you just repour. That's what I love about this. All right. So I'm going to go ahead, take my little pearls because these turned out awesome. All right. I'm just going to put them here. All right, take a look, a little melty action here. I'm gonna keep on letting that melt. There's still some solid pieces in there. Again, we're gonna do the seashell. Da, da. Okay, so we're just about, not quite. We still got a little bit of solids there. Almost, almost, almost. So once it's basically liquefied, then I'm going to take my little crafts pokey tool here, and I'm just going to do just a little stir. I don't want to mix those colors. I still want to see that pink and that soft pastel blue, but I just want to make sure everything is kind of mixed up. So just a, yeah, that one's good. It was just a little stir. All right. And then when I pour this, I'm going to kind of pour it in a circular motion so that those colors will kind of lay on top of one another and you almost get a little marbleized effect. All right. So I'm going to give that a couple more seconds and then let's go ahead and do a pour. Okay. I think we're ready. So let's do. All right. So now we've got little pink tones in there. We've got that blue tones in there mixed in with that pearl. I placed my seashell on there. This one's going to turn out much better. I see that I have a lip around there. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my little pearls because I don't want to waste. And these pearls will be fun because they'll be multicolored as well. Ooh, they are very pretty. Ooh. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and blow out my furnace here, the candle. All right. And we're going to let this sit just for a little bit longer. And that's really the basics of, wax seals. They're very pretty. So again, we will have this set up as at our demo bar for the next 2 weeks, starting next week. So you can try it out, and you can be mesmerized by melting wax and such. It's really fun. All right, so I don't know. I got to do a few more seconds for this. This is my worst part, is waiting for this to cool. All right, so let's see. Let's give that a little wiggle. Sometimes it will stick on there, and that's okay. Just use your finger and just pop it off. I don't know if it's set all the way, and that's probably why. Oh, this one is pretty, guys. Look at this. Look how pretty that. So you're getting those pink tones, you're getting those blue tones in that pearlescent white. Really, really pretty. And then, of course, I'm going to bring up my pearls here. Look how pretty those pearls are. Oh, so sweet. All right, so that is wax seals. So you can come try that out in the next 2 weeks, starting next week, and see for yourself how fun it is to create wax seals. All right, that's it for me today for Fun Friday. Thanks for your patience as we were having some tech problems. Thanks for watching live and on the rewatch, and we will see you soon.